Thank you for tuning in. It's good to see you again, and I'm dedicating this video to just helping through the next couple months. I like to do readings on the internet and just kind of look at what like the energies are, presenting in any given time. And I've mentioned before, 2025 is a year of big change, which is a very good thing. And part of how that change is happening is there's at the beginning of this year a time of like deep inner work that's happening because as I've said before, no real change happens without an inner change. And I've been reading about how kind of the energies for February and March especially, very introspective, very you might find some really difficult emotion come up, just to be honest, to be worked through. That's really necessary to get through the next level. Is you have to purify your own consciousness because your reality is a reflection. And so don't be surprised if you're like, wow, why am I more depressed or anxious or even paranoid? Why do I feel like, I'll just give you an example I've noticed for myself. Like, to be honest, I experienced a lot of bullying as a kid growing up. So I've been hypersensitive to comments that are, potentially not meant to mean anything, but they've triggered that healing for me. And so first I want to start with, really take the time to notice your reactions to what's happening in your life and don't necessarily take it out on your reality. That's a temptation sometimes when you're going through a sensitive time, but just notice, okay, I'm very sensitive. And this, comment, this person, this situation really brought something up. Notice that. Take some time with that. I've talked about the mirror exercise before. It's finding what external thing outside of you triggered you, and then finding where that hurt is on the inside, and finding out what that part needs to be loved, and realizing that you can give yourself that love. That's why you're triggered. There's an unhealed part in your consciousness that just needs healing. So this is actually a really, really good time, and it's an internal time. I'm taking the Power of Surrender cards to give you some tools to get through this time with grace, because the goal is not to uh, get mired down in drama and feel like, why do I feel this way or anything like that. It's to really nurture yourself, and go to the next level of loving yourself so that you can experience inner breakthroughs of peace and joy. So, the first card, and this is beautiful, is surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. I think what's important about this, of course, is you're not alone. And a lot of times when these difficult emotions come up, the temptation to feel alone, to feel that kind of victimhood mentality of just getting kind of trapped in that experience. But it's a chance to just humble yourself and be like, to have a dialogue with your creator. God, I'm going through a hard time. And I place this situation, I place these feelings into your hands for your healing and your blessing. And I choose to be open to how you guide me to heal this and move through this experience, because I know that you love me and you're always with me. And so, however you want to phrase that, just know that God is here for you, never leaves you. When you're in that darkest place, you're never alone. You're moving through the experience of that, but that's not the reality. And so, partner with God in that space, and you will experience God's healing when you invite Him into the challenge you're going through. And this is, I'm grateful for this myself. It can, you know, the reminder to turn to God. He's here for you. So, next card, surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. I appreciate this too because I've noticed God's been doing lots of miracles all around me just every day. And when, you're moving through some difficult feelings, it's easy to just only see those and miss the beauty that God's presenting in front of you. And this card's encouraging you to actually take extra care, maybe even in your journal at night. It'll help strengthen that positive part of you in the midst of these challenges. God, thank you. I'll give you an example yesterday. Like, two huge sales with really nice, sweet, wonderful people. Had wonderful interactions. Enjoyed that. Had some nice connection with my wife. Ate some good food. Just see the wonder. A beautiful church service. It was just little things. Um, it was beautiful to experience and see. Make sure you focus on that because that'll actually, what you focus on becomes your reality. So if you're experiencing a lot of internal drama, of course, take the time to heal and love that, but don't let that be the only place that you place your focus. See all the beauty that's happening around you. That'll really help you through any difficult time because I promise you, no matter what you're going through, you're loved. God is with you. There's magic and wonder and awe happening all around you. And even if it seems really hard to see, I invite you to take some time to notice, even if it's the smallest thing, and give thanks to God for that. It'll help you feel so much better. And of course, this is perfect. The final card is surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. This is perfect. And I will admit, I found myself getting, caught in this and um just like these like thought cycles and being like and thinking I had to like do something and I had to like, and maybe, God might call you some kind of action. It's not about that. But I had to really take this deeper stance of like, you know what? Nobody has power over me. I have power over my own thoughts. And to take that time to just let that go, even if you have to keep letting it go. If you notice, um, that's how these patterns try to keep us stuck is like, and it'll feel like, ooh, like I just, like it'll be a rumination, right? Like I just can't stop feeling bad about this thing and you think you can't control it, but you can. And you need a healing practice to help you. That's with that wonder and awe. For me, it's watching, Twin Flame Ascension school classes. I'll even pull up Reiki healing sessions on YouTube. There's so much available. Go for a nice walk, work out, um, do the mirror exercise, of course. Like I said, just give myself the love I need there. And if negativity can only exist amongst negativity. If you keep filling your consciousness with love, if you keep filling yourself with good things and just saying, you know what, I'm going to surrender that thought. It doesn't serve me. And replace it with, if you're maybe ruminating, who knows, it could be anything. Like, nobody likes me. I can't seem to get it right. Just replace that thought every time it comes up. No, actually, I'm a child of God. I'm extremely lovable and perfect. And maybe I don't get things right the first time every time, but I'm human and I'm divinely intelligent and perfect no matter what happens. And I choose to forgive myself and I choose to learn and always do better. And I accept, the process of being human. It's okay because I'm learning and growing and it's okay to make mistakes. Whatever, process you're finding happening in your thought process, find a new way to think about it. And that'll help you release that old thought. Because through God's eyes, God only sees love, joy, and perfection. And it is truly a practice to discipline yourself to see that, even in the hardest of times, there is grace, there is joy, there is love available to you. So I hope this message encouraged you to, some tools to really get through whatever challenge you're going through. I promise you, God is with you, love is with you. And just by working the process of moving through the feelings and bringing love there, the beautiful thing is there's a huge breakthrough on the other side by choosing love and by staying true to peace. That's always God's promise. If you, because reality is just going to reflect your choice. Those difficult moments are an opportunity to bring deeper love to your life so that you can experience a breakthrough of that love in your reality. Thank you so much for watching. I send you so much love, and I will see you next time.